Hello, everybody out there. This is Miss Joyce. I know many of you know Miss Joyce, and I hope many of you get to know me better. In this special time we're going to share together. Well, I brought my friend Iggy in. There's a special reason for that. This is Iggy. He's a leopard gecko. He lives at the park place, and this is the park place. He's quite a special guy. If I put him down, he would take off. He does like to move. Actually, Iggy was taking a nap. Miss Joyce said, well, we're going to have some time with the kiddos, so I want you to come. Iggy is a leopard gecko, and he's a reptile. And we're going to talk about reptiles today. Look, are you getting wiggly? Well, I'm going to put him right over here so we can have fun together. Okay, Iggy, I'll be back with you later. Okay, he is such a fun guy. I've had him for at least 8 years, but it seems like he's been with me forever. So, some of my friends, my Zoner friends today, you have answers. Miss Joyce is going to share the book and ask questions, and your little kiddo's going to try and find out who has the right answer. I'm excited. I love to learn facts. So, this is a true or false book from the library. Reptiles. It's from Scholastic. And there's a chameleon on the front. Now, we're not going to worry too much about the pictures today, but you be looking at your answers and see if you're the one that has the answer to this one. All right. Reptiles have been on Earth for millions of years. Is this true or false? Okay. Which one of you kids out there has the right answer? Well, if you do, shout it out. True. Dinosaurs were early reptiles. Today, there are more than 8,000 different kinds of reptiles. We have snakes, 4 groups: turtles, alligators, crocodiles, and lizards. Most of them live in warm places, and most of them lay eggs. They're cold-blooded. Their body temperature changes according to their surroundings. Dinosaurs had dry, scaly skin, just like all reptiles do today. All right, here's our next one. Snakes. Some snakes have 2 heads. True or false? Okay, somebody who has the right answer out there? True. 2-headed snakes are rare, but they do exist. A 2-headed snake lived in New York in a New York zoo about 1900. So, there are no snakes in Antarctica, Greenland, Iceland, Ireland, or New Zealand. Okay, all right, here we go. Here's our next one. Snakes walk on tiny legs. True or false? I hope you're helping me with this. There's a snake in the grass. Do snakes walk on tiny legs? False. Snakes do not have legs. You knew that. They crawl about on their bellies. We know that. To move forward, they form their body into an S-shaped curve and push off against the soil or the rocks. Some snakes can jump into the air. Some can swim or even climb trees, but they cannot crawl backward. All right, ready? All right, here we go. Here's our next one. A snake can sting with its tongue. True or false? Oh, I know you can't wait for that one. False. Did you get the right answer to that one? A snake's tongue is harmless. It's used for touch. The snake also sticks out its tongue to pick up scents in the air. Then the snake puts its tongue into a special place in its mouth. This sends a message to the brain, which lets the snake know if something nearby is good to eat. That's a lot of information. Here we go, more on snakes. Snakes are wet and slimy. True or false? Who's got the right answer out there? A lot of true and falses, huh? Yes. That's false. A snake's body is dry and smooth, never wet or slimy. Its body is covered with scales that may be smooth or bumpy. The scales overlap and stretch apart, which lets the snake bend into any position, even to coil up into a ball. All right, next one, ready? A snake sways to the music of a snake charmer. Got a picture here. Is that true or false? That is false. A snake cannot hear this charmer's music. A snake just follows the movement of the pipe and the charmer swaying. The snake slowly raises its head and neck just as it follows any prey ready to attack. So he feels vibrations. All right, here we go. Looks like we've got turtles now. Y'all ready? All turtles live on land. True or false? I think everybody knows the answer to that one. False. Only some turtles live on land. Ooh, there's a sea turtle. I love that. Turtles that live on land are sometimes called tortoises. They are usually found in woodlands, grasslands, and deserts. Only the females come on land to lay their eggs. All right, this is a good one. Turtles are slow. True or false? False. Only land and freshwater turtles move slowly. A tortoise might take several hours to walk a mile that you could cover in about 15 to 20 minutes. But sea turtles are not slow at all. A leatherback turtle can swim 22 miles per hour, more than 4 times faster than the fastest human swimmer. Wow, these are awesome facts, aren't they? I wish we could remember all that we're learning today. All right, question. We're still on turtles. Turtles have no teeth. True or false? Turtles have no teeth. That's true. Instead of teeth, a turtle has jaws lined with sharp, hard edges. Okay. Sea turtles can swallow food only when their heads are in the water. Very interesting. All right, let's do another question here from Scholastic. Turtles have few enemies. Is that true or false? I don't know if you can see. Looks like there's a hawk up there. Okay. Do they have few enemies? The answer is false. Turtles are surrounded by enemies of all kinds, from fish, birds, raccoons, and humans. But their shells offer them good protection. When in danger, most land turtles hide inside their shells. They pull their heads, tails, and all 4 legs. They pull them in to keep them safe from harm. Oh, this is really cool, kiddos. Turtles can live longer than any animal on Earth. Wow, I hope you can tell your family that. We've learned that. Say that again. Turtles can live longer than any animal on Earth. That's good to know. All right, question for you. All turtles hatch from eggs. True or false? That's true. Baby turtles are born from eggs. The mother lays on land. And there's more information. The sun warms the earth. She digs little holes and puts her eggs in little holes on the beach where it's sandy. And the warm sun shines and the turtle eggs hatch. And you know what the little ones do? They go right to the water. Female sea turtles lay their eggs on the beach, and that's where they are born. And they head right to the water as soon as they come out of that little egg. All right, now we're doing alligators. Alligators look exactly like crocodiles. I know you know the answers. True or false? False. Just look at their snouts. Alligators have wide U-shaped snouts. Crocodiles have narrow V-shaped snouts that come to more of a point. Also, the alligator's fourth tooth on the lower jaw fits inside the upper jaw when the mouth is closed. This is a little fact here. Alligators only live in the southern United States and eastern China. Crocodiles live in Florida. That's over in where Disney World is, isn't it? And Africa and Australia and Central and South America, Mexico and Southeast Asia. Okay, here's one. Crocodiles make good parents. True or false? Now I'm wondering about that. Miss Joyce doesn't know. I hope. Oh, it's true. Great. Both parents guard the nest where the mother lays her eggs. When the eggs are ready to hatch, the babies call out with little noises. Some mothers and fathers will help the babies break out of their shells. After the babies hatch, the mother carries the young in her mouth to the water. She watches over them until they are ready to live on their own. It tells us that baby crocodiles grow very fast, up to 1 foot in 1 year, until they're around 6 years old. Alligators and crocodiles mainly eat fish. True or false? What do you think? That's true. But alligators and crocodiles will eat almost any creature that lives in or near the water. Both alligators and crocodiles have many big sharp teeth, but they do not necessarily chew their food. They use their teeth to catch their prey, and they just gulp it down. They don't have time to enjoy it, do they? All right, another one here on crocodiles. Crocodiles sweat when they get hot. True or false? You know, I think I would guess false, and I don't know. Oh, false. Crocodiles and alligators are cold-blooded animals. They need the sun's heat to give them the energy to move around. That's why they take long naps in the sun. But hot as they get, they never sweat. They have scales on their backs to keep them from drying out. And they cool off by returning to the water or going into the shade or opening their mouths. Okay. When swimming, alligators move their tails from side to side. Is that true or false? Yes, Bo's here today. Hey, Bo. That is true. Alligators and crocodiles swim like fish by moving their big tails from side to side. Sometimes they float in the water with their legs held close to their bodies. They like shallow water better than deep water. And they like slow-moving streams. I would too, for fast-moving rivers. Okay, we're getting near the end of our special time. Okay, here's our question. All lizards are small. Y'all saw my Iggy, didn't you? Is that true or false? That's false. You knew that. Only about 9 out of 10 different kinds of lizards are small. Small lizards use their long, sticky tongue to grab insects, like crickets and flies and grasshoppers. And the larger lizards prey on mammals and birds and other reptiles. Okay, now here's the gecko. This is Miss Joyce's friend. Iggy's right over there. Geckos can walk upside down. True or false? Well, I've never seen my Iggy walk upside down. That's true. Geckos have feet with soft, sticky pads into their toes. You all have seen some little geckos out on your screen porches. If you have a screen porch or a door with a screen, you can see how they can just move. They have toe pads, and there's tiny hairs that help the gecko hold on while walking up walls or across ceilings. All right, here's another lizard question. Most lizards are easy prey for enemies. Is that true or false? I'm thinking that's true. What do you think? Oh, that's false. Lizards have many unusual ways of taking care of themselves or defending themselves. some lizards can break off their tails, and they'll just wiggle on away from that predator. Chameleons can change their color. Well, we all know that one. True or false? Yes, it's true. Often the color change helps some chameleons hide from their enemies. We know that, don't we? But it can also show how they're feeling, their moods. A green chameleon will turn black when it is angry. It turns yellow if it's in danger or under attack. All right, here's another lizard. This is a different name. The basilisk lizard can walk on water. True or false? True. Basilisk lizards make their homes in riverside trees or bushes. When they're threatened, they just jump into the water, and they can get up on their back legs and start running across the surface, and they move so quickly and lightly they do not even sink. That is amazing. Ooh, I know the answer to this one. Some reptiles make good pets. True or false? True. Yes, that is true. This is our last one. Some reptiles are very friendly, but reptiles, like all other living beings, need excellent care. That's right, if they are to survive and grow. They have to get the right kinds of food and living conditions to stay healthy. There's much to know before attempting to care for a pet snake or a turtle or a lizard at our home. Reptiles are among the world's most beautiful, varied, and interesting animals. Let me walk over here and get Iggy before we say goodbye. I'll tell you a little bit about what I do. Iggy! Here he is. Here he is. He's back. Miss Joyce takes care of Iggy every day. I make sure he is fed. He eats mealworms and little crickets that we can get at. Look, he's trying. I'm going to have to put him on the floor and let him go. Iggy. And I make sure it's fresh water. He has to have a light to bask in. He has a daytime light and a nighttime light. And Miss Joyce will tap on the side of his habitat when I bring his mealworms in, and he knows that it's time to eat because he's been with me a long time. Well, Iggy, I've had a good time with you today. I hope every week we get to spend some time together. And I know you're the older kids. You're not my toddlers. They're not my pre-Kers. So next week, I would like to read a book to you about a very special man and a very special dog. So I hope you get ready to relax next time, and we're going to have a nice story together. Until then, have a wonderful day, and Iggy and I will go play. You ready to go back?